Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today it's majors versus minors between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Lehigh Valley IronPigs. Jared Eichhoff, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Jared Eichhoff, one of the top up-and-coming pitchers in the game of baseball. Big fastball, 95 to 97. Overhand curveball from a right-hander. Might have the best right-handed curveball from a starter in baseball right now. Guy has a terrific future.
Striding into the box, Cesar Hernandez. He will lead this one off today. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. The 1-0. Grounder down the line at third. And that's through for a hit. Throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a leadoff double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher when you're dealing with a runner in scoring position one batter into the game.
So now Carlos Santana looking to get something to the right side with that leadoff man at second to start the ball game. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Nope.
Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Now the 2-0. 3-0 now. Odubel Herrera is on deck. Hernandez stands at second with no outs.
Go, Lehigh.
He might have gone after ball 4 there. Instead, it's 3-1. The 3-1. The tag, and they cut down the potential go-ahead run at the plate.
Batting third, center fielder, Odubel.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Odubel Herrera. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. Grounded to the right. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Wow, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Ball's hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get it.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 1 ball, no strikes to count. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. The 1-1 home is in there for strike number 2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. So they get a man to second here in the opening half inning, but fail to capitalize. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Jake Arrieta gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Stepping into the box, Jonas Geronimo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Jonas Geronimo.
First offering on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Missed with a slider. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Lofted in the air out to right field. Williams is in his tracks now, and he's got it for the first out. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Chopped weakly to the left. Tough play for Franco. And there's out number 2.
Batting third, first baseman, Colby Delgado.
Standing in, Colby Delgado. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Here we go.
Tough slider down low for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And he takes strike 2.
Oh, come on.
Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
And this is fouled at the plate.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. An inning in the books, scoreless on MLB Network. So next to the plate for the Phils, Nick Williams, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike 1. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. The 1-2. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. You want to talk about shutting a running game down? The guy behind the dish has an absolute cannon. I mean, you will not see guys get but 2-step lead off first base today.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Maikel Franco. First pitch on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land out there just foul. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
3-2 pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He's through first and hustling for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. Throw won't get him.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the 2 outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
In now, Jorge Alfaro, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Way in front of that fastball.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
The 1-2. Line to the right side. And a base hit as the Phillies will strike first in this one. They lead it 1-0.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford as he'll take a look at ball 1. The 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees. Alfaro leads off first with 1 away. Two and 1 the count.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
This is line to left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Execute your pitch down and away below the knee, and a left-hander's able to shoot it through the 5.5 hole. That fires me up.
Jake Arrieta.
Aaron Altair will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only one out in the inning. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball one.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself at bad counts.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
This is on the ground over to first. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And they'll be left with no play, as that's going to load the bases now on what should be ruled an infield single. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Cesar Hernandez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. The 1-1. Lifted into center field. Moving under it, Castilla. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. Now the relay home. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Striding in once again, Carlos Santana. He's set and the pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
One pitch shy of 40 for him right now, and he's not even out of the second inning of work. He's definitely not being as efficient on the mound as he'd like.
2 down, runners at first and second. Santana in front with a 2-0 count.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Two balls and a strike.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1. Odubel Herrera would be next. Slapped hard the opposite way. Acosta is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. On now to the bottom of the second. Philadelphia is on top 2-0.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Phillies, number 31, Marcus Stroman.
Here's Will Middlebrooks now.
Leading off for Lehigh Valley, third baseman, Will Middlebrooks.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a strike. a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And he'll try to pull back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Fouled away.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
A little bouncer, but it rolls foul, so we'll have another payoff pitch. Now the payoff pitch home. And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And let's spot shadow outfielder Odubel Herrera. One of the best first steps in the game, able to cover a ton of ground. Speed is definitely this guy's calling card, but do not sleep on the arm.
Digging in the switch hitter, Andrew Knapp. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Now at the plate, Ryan Flaherty. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to continue to attack early and get some quick outs, attack the strike zone on the first and second pitch.
1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
He's one pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And he fouls this one off. 2-2 one more time. Is laid off and the count runs full.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Another full count pitch on its way. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 3-2 one more time. Swing and a ground ball. This could do it. Hernandez takes it in. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
A 2-0 finish today. The Philadelphia Phillies took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Jake Arrieta pitches well enough to get the W. Jared Eichhoff only completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
Our final line score this